you ever hit the ice feeling like everything's stacked against you, like you're not steady on your edges, or you can't get a bite, your gear's riding up, you can't, your slide's just a half a second too slow? I've 100% been there. So this is a video for those of you that are like me, an adult recreational goalie who's just trying to figure it all out. These are 3 changes or things I tried that really made a big difference. Starting with, well, I'll show you in a second. When I started playing goal, it was really just to help the goalies that I trained off the ice and to help understand them a little bit better. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I loved road hockey when I was a kid. Girls didn't play ice hockey when I was little. I loved Ken Dryden. I was always the goalie, but I never really thought I'd have the opportunity to play. So when I started playing as an adult, at first I was just having fun. I was just having fun to be there, to be like a 9-year-old Maria again, trying to stop pucks. But then it got to a point where I started getting frustrated because I wanted to be better and I had higher expectations for myself. And, to not, even though we just play totally recreational, it's like I didn't want to let my team down. It hurts when I let in a goal. So I started looking for some solutions. Obviously, I started doing my own off-ice training programs, which helped a ton. But here's a few really simple fixes that made a big difference. I'm going to start with my blades. We're going to start from the bottom up. So when I started out, I would, go to make a nice little C cut, and my blade would wash out, or I feel like I would just have to be exactly in the right spot, or else I wasn't going to get the bite and be able to do that kind of a pivot. And so then I just kind of stumbled across blade profiling. I honestly didn't even know what it was when I found out about it, but I was lucky enough to meet the guys at Titan Blades. Tell me what is actually being done to the blade.
Yeah, for sure.
And talk to them. I actually just did. They have a little questionnaire online. Before I even knew them, they had a questionnaire online that sort of asks, some stuff about how you play, what problems you have, and then they suggest a profile that will help you solve that problem. So I did that. So just in case there's any of you that don't know either what profiling is, it's how they kind of adjust the rocker or the tilt of your blade, not the hollow, but the actual profile. So like at the toe, it might be a little bit more angular, but along the runner or along the base of your foot, a little bit flatter. So then it's good for shuffles, but also good for C cuts. So I thought, yeah, let's give this a whirl. And when I first did it, I thought, oh my God, this is gonna take a lot of getting used to having something, a different kind of blade. But it just felt great, like right off the hop. And so what it did is it made it, T-pushes were always really hard for me, made it so that I could shuffle nice, but also just feel steadier when I'm gliding on that T-push and then initiating that little sharp stop. And then C-cuts, like from pivots from my butterfly, just got way easier because I felt like whatever position I put my foot on, I had good bite and I could get that carve. It wasn't like, oh, there's this one sweet spot that I have to hit if I'm gonna get the result that I want. Now, if moving from your butterfly or getting to those wraparounds or backdoor saves is a problem for you, then this next tip might be a game changer for you as well. I found that when I was trying to slide post to post from my butterfly or get back to my post from my butterfly, I was just a little bit too slow. I didn't quite have the explosive power or the stability to maybe get there in time. So what I did was, when I started out, I started using like cross-country ski gliding wax, not kick wax, gliding wax, and I would just paint it on the sliding surfaces of my pads, so just on the inside aspect of my pads, and it made a big difference. The problem with it, not even really a problem, but it's like you had to reapply it every 3 skates or so, and sometimes it would feel better than others. It was a little bit inconsistent. And then Warrior came out with the sliding plates on their pad. And so I upgraded a year or so ago to some Ritual G6 pads, not the Pro, just the regular G6. They had the sliding plates, and let me tell you, it's like super slider snow skates for your goalie pads. So on the plus side, I stop a lot of wraparounds now that I didn't used to stop. So that's super fun. It's super fun when you can just push and get there. On the downside, it's a little bit wild sometimes. So I do slide 6 feet out of my crease pretty regularly. And I can't shimmy as well. So when you have a little bit of friction on the insides of your pads, you can do a little shimmy. But with these, it's you shimmy, but you're not really going anywhere. The third big game changer for me is eliminating distractions. So when I get distracted, like if my legs are hot, it takes away from my focus and I have less success on the ice. One thing that distracts the daylights out of me is if anything is interfering with my mask, or if it feels like my chest protector is riding up and pushing my mask up, it drives me crackers. So my friend Michael Uzis is the one who told me about this. A lot of you probably already do it anyway, but he told me to tie my chest protector down to my pants. So these are my new Warrior pants. They don't have laces, but they have the external belt. So I just bring the external belt up through the loop on my chest protector and tack it down, so then it's not riding up on me at all. It's just staying nice and put exactly where I want it to be. So I am not distracted, not thinking about my mask getting pushed around. I'm worried about stopping the puck. And obviously it's not just about tying down my chest protector, getting my blades profiled, doing those things. Obviously I started training like a goalie as well. I love to run, so I do a lot of training for my running as well, but at least 2 times a week I'm doing my goalie specific strength, and then of course doing my goalie specific mobility on all the other days. So what that does is it prepares my body. So basically I put the Turning Pro engine to work. So if you want to perform to the best of your ability, you need to prepare your body to do what it needs to do at the best of its ability. If you want more information on that, how we can work together, how I can help you find the right plan, just check out the link in the description below, or send me a DM on Instagram. I'm at Goalie Training. Drop a comment below. We can always hop on a call to sort of talk about the options, pinpoint what exactly is right for you. So if you're that intermediate recreational goalie who's just looking for some ways to perform better, to feel more like a goalie on the ice, try some of these tweaks, drop a comment, let me know how it goes for you. Or if we've been in the same shoes, share some of the tips and tricks that have worked for you in the past, because maybe what works for me doesn't work for you, but you've got a great idea that's going to help somebody else. Let's share the love, people. Let's share the intermediate adult goalie love here. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. See you next week. Same bad time, same bad channel.